All right, so I just bought this book at Indigo today. It's called The $100 Startup. And I thought I would just show quickly how I read. And my goal always is to try and read the book as fast as I can. And what I'm finding is as the subject material gets more familiar, the more books that I read, the faster I go. So what I'm just going to do in this video, and this might be kind of weird, is I'm going to actually read a few pages. I just got it, so I'm just going to start. And just going to kind of skim through the pages, and then I'm going to give a little summary on maybe 5 or 10 pages or whatever. And just give you an idea of how fast you can actually go through a book. So a book like this, I can go through in about an hour. Now there are different ways to go through books. But the way that I'm going to do it is called skimming. So I'm just going to make a first pass on this book and go through it as fast as I possibly can. All right, so and I use my finger. So here we go, and then I'm going to give a quick summary. So this is Roman numerals. Looks like there's like 4 or 5 pages, and then I'll just read, I don't know, no chapters. Let's see here. So I'll see if I can read the first 20 pages as fast as I can go. And we'll go here. So, prologue, manifesto. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so the first page and a half basically is talking about the idea of being able to go out on your own business, be able to write in your letter of resignation and be able to say, hey, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to do something different. So that's what the first page and a half is about, because there's several businesses in this book, several entrepreneurs that have an idea or a goal, or maybe it's something that they're passionate about and they want to do something. So he's just given a brief idea of what this book is going to be about. All right. That's the first page and a half. Okay, so the first couple of pages here, basically, who's the author? Chris. Chris basically says this book is basically going to be divided into 2 parts. You want to think about this as you read it. 2 things, freedom and value. So his goal in writing this book was to be able to bring freedom to people and also bring value to them. Because there are a lot of people that write about businesses, how to write an 80-page business report, all that kind of stuff. He didn't want to do that. So instead, what he wanted to do is research, and basically he traveled all around the world, went to like 60-some cities in the States, and also went into Canada as well. And what he found was there was businesses that were starting up, and they were doing it for under $1,000. And so he wanted to document this progress because he was tired of basically working for someone else. He wanted to do things on his own, and he wanted to see and learn from what other people were doing. And he started to notice when he was traveling all around the world that there were people that were developing micro businesses and creating like PayPal accounts and having money dumped into their bank account. He talks about that you can actually do that in as little as 5 minutes. It actually takes a little bit longer to set up your PayPal account because they got to drop money, like a few pennies, into your account, and sometimes it takes 24 hours. That's a side note. So that's basically a snapshot. This is what I do: is I try and read as fast as I can through the book on the first pass. Then the second pass, I'll take my time. And in fact, I don't have my highlighter here, but on the second pass, what I'll do is I will highlight something that stands out. Sometimes I'll even do it on the first pass. But again, I don't want anything to slow me down. The idea is I'll set a timer, and then I just go, I'm going to try and get through these 200 pages as fast as I can without thinking about it too much. The only thing that I think about is, where is this author going and what message is he trying to convey to me? So if it's like, okay, starting a new business, having freedom in starting a small business, whether that's a mattress company, whether that's selling bikes, selling stuff online, all that kind of stuff, different types of businesses, you have to kind of see where the author is going, and then your mind will kind of scan ahead as you're reading. And you don't want to read out loud, and you don't want to read directly from one end all the way to here without your finger, and then next line, and all that. Because if you do that without your finger, it gets pretty tough, because what you'll notice is you'll read, and then you'll go back to the first sentence again, read a few words. So the easiest way is to actually come in a couple of words and then go to there. That's it. And then go to the next one, come in 2 or 3 words, and just there, and boom, and you're working your way down. So that's what I would suggest. First pass, don't worry about memorizing the whole book. Get through the book. That is the key. And that's what I do when I go through 0 to 1. I haven't read this one yet. This one's a lighter read. But books like this, there's lots of information in it. So you're going to be overwhelmed. Like I did this 148 pages, so I'm almost halfway. And it actually took me almost a couple of hours to do that. So another couple of hours and I'll be through this book as well. And I never knew anything about Tim Ferriss, but because I read that, or I'm reading that book, I also decided to go out and buy this book as well, Tools of Titans. So this is a great book as well, because what I like about this is you can actually just pick topics. You could pick people that you want to read about, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, different leaders, and just get a little snapshot on what they do to become successful, what tools they use to become titans. So there you go. So this is just a little video on how you can actually get through books faster. So thanks for watching. I hope that helps.